So the conversation today, I heard this on social media, and I'm gonna play the clip, and then we'll get into it.
Men feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? If a man is here, why am I
But you're
doing
not here
me?
for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this.
So that's where we at with it. Because I'm giving you my time, I'm giving you my energy, you should pay for this. That's where we at with it, fellas. To where you got to pay for the time. Now, I was gonna look this up because I really wanna know what the definition a call girl is. Let me see, prostitute. Engagement. Okay. So, person definition: prostitute, a person in particular, a woman who engages in sexual activity for payment. So, this wouldn't necessarily fit the definition for prostitution because sex has to take place. But what makes you think your time is worth being paid for? And some of the stuff that these women are requesting, you gotta get my hair done. It's like $200-$300 a pop. And I don't even know you. So it's so many things with this that just rubs me the wrong way. Okay, so let's start off by talking about your time. So I think this is predicated upon the ideology that your time is valuable. Your time is valuable, so you gotta pay me for my time. So what are you doing? See, typically people who say their time is valued, they provide a service for said time, i.e. plumbers, doctors, because lawyers charge for the time because of the amount of time. They charge by the hour. People like that, they provide a service. That's why their time is precious. Not just because your plumber don't charge you just to come kick it with you. The lawyer don't charge per hour what he charges or she charges per hour just because you the homie and they want to hang out with you and have lunch with you. They providing a service for the billable hours. So what service do you provide that warrants you getting paid for your time? Because just to be in your time is that's not enough. Employees get paid for their time, but they have a job to do for that time. So again, what service are you providing for this money that you want to be paid? Because you got to provide a service. Nobody just gets paid for their time for the hell of it. Again, everybody who gets paid for their time, they're doing something. Whatever that something is. And I'm not saying what you got to do for this payment, ladies. But what I'm saying is that's not the norm. Then she was like, just to be in their presence. I can go to the mall and be in the presence of attractive women. I can go to the strip club and be in the presence of attractive women who naked. And it don't cost me nothing. I can sit in the strip club all day, not tip nobody, and see all the nakedness I want to see at the strip club for free. So your presence is also not enough. It's not enough. And it's just, I'm struggling to understand the rationale behind all of this. Because It's also like she asked the question about the hair and stuff like this, and she said, well, your hair, you already paying for this stuff. So if you're already paying for it, why does someone else have to come in to pay for it simply because they're in your presence? I'm not understanding. I don't get it. I want to know what would be the point behind this. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. What how you feel about this? What's your thoughts? I really want women to give me some feedback on this. Because as a dude, it don't make sense to me. And maybe it don't make sense to me because I'm a man. Maybe that's why it's not making sense to me. But women out here might hear this and be like, hey, I get it. I get it. And if you get it, please help me get it. Because at this point, I really don't understand. I don't understand this because this sounds like a one-way transactional relationship, but there ain't no transaction taking place. The only transaction taking place is him paying, and he gets nothing out of it except for being with you. But again, no employee gets to work a job and not do a job but still get paid. That's not how that works. So I'm at a loss. I'm 100% at a loss. So, hey, let me know. It's the Lab Love Morning Show, Post 1013, RB to the community. If you hang out with them, you got to pay them for their time. So, all right, check out some of the comments. So that's bull. Not all of us are like that. I'm at a loss too. I've never operated like that. I pay for my upkeep. Now, if my man wants to treat, that's fine. If you're single, who pays for your upkeep? You do. This sounds like the chick that was too good for Cheesecake Factory. Hey, clearly it's a lot of women out there who this applies to. So, I just don't understand how you take care of you any other time, but then magically when you on a date or you dating someone, magically your upkeep becomes their responsibility. Where does this come from? Like what is this thought process? I think we have a newer crop of women who have heard the phrase men being a provider and they've taken it to another level. Being a provider does not mean provide for you if I'm not your man. Being a provider means that dude provides for you when you're in a relationship, you know, and that's a certain level of relationship, or you're married or whatever. But in actuality, the original men or providers come from providing as a husband. That's where that came from. When he's your husband, he's the head of the family, he provides for the family. So that ideology that men are the providers, that's where that comes from. He's not supposed to provide for your wigs. He ain't supposed to provide for your nails. That's not where that came from. And I think a lot of women have taken this and they ran with it and turned it into something that was never intended to be. It was never those intentions. Your grandmother, your great grandmothers, these dudes wasn't paying for their households before they got with them. They would pay for a date, yes. They would pay for the movie, yes. But dudes back then wasn't paying for pantyhose, because women weren't getting their nails done back then. Dudes weren't paying for pantyhose and slips just because they knew they was going out on a date with you. Matter of fact, back then, women would feel it disrespectful if a dude say, hey man, we going on a date tonight, so I know you gotta wear a slip, so I'm gonna pay for your slip. See, the idea the ideology back then, she would have said, hey, he must think he gonna get to see this slip. That's why he want to pay for it, because he think he get to see it. See what I'm saying? So it still was a whole different mentality back then. But clearly, this has become one of those situations to where this new crop of woman that's out here believes that it ain't supposed to be about that. It's supposed to 100% be about you paying for her to get her hair done. Let me say this. If a dude has money, he's of well means. He has money, he makes decent pay, whatever. And the only thing you bring to the table is being an attractive woman. And your time. How does that set you apart from any other woman? Wow, what makes you the first round draft pick? If that's the only thing you bring to the table, it's that you're attractive and you got some time to spend. I don't necessarily think that makes you a first round draft pick. I don't think that moves you to the top of the selection committee. I just don't. But that's how some of you feel out there. Now, and again, I know this is not every woman. I know every woman don't feel that way and don't think like this. And so we clear. I think this is more than a gold digger type situation. To me, this is more of a take advantage of the situation type movement. I'm attractive and I put a value on my time and my time alone. But again, and let me say this. I don't 100% put this on the women that think like this, because they not saying this if some dude ain't doing it. There are dudes out here who are doing it. So I'm not saying that it ain't happening or it can't happen. That's why, notice, I don't think at any point in time I didn't say this shouldn't be happening. Because it's happening. I just don't understand why it's happening. But it is happening. And if you put that premium on your time, then so be it. There's a premium for your time. But the thing about it is, let me tell you the problem you run into with this. Dudes who are willing to pay the premium for your time, they come with expectations. They come with expectations. And there's a lot that goes along with that. You know, and are you ready for those things that come along with that? Ain't a whole lot of dudes out here dropping $500 for your dress and just to hang out with you and don't expect something in return. Again, typically people who charge for their time provide a service. So are you low-key telling us what service you might be providing? Because I don't know, if you go out with this dude and he pay for your time, are you doing his taxes while y'all together? I mean, are you changing the transmission? I mean, like, what is really going on? I mean, what are you doing with this time that y'all are together? Again, because you got to be providing a service to get paid for your time. Are you doing legal counseling? Maybe you're changing the P-trap in the sink. I don't know what you're doing, but you got to be doing more than what you're doing, because that's not enough. That's 100% not enough. Let me know what y'all think. Let's see. I think I got a couple comments here. Say it's been happening longer than you think. No, no, don't get me wrong now. I'm not disillusioned. So in the men's side of the house, dudes who do this, who just give you $500 just to take you out, and these are simps. That's what we call simps. A dude who will pay for your hair, your nails, and all this stuff to get done just to hang out with you. He's a simp. That's simping at its highest level is what we call that. That is pure insanity. And again, nobody's saying that a dude who like you shouldn't, can't do nothing for you. That's everybody got their own thing. So if a dude meets you, but again, just know this. Any dude who's willing to do this at the gate, he has expectations. And see, this is how some women find themselves in very uncomfortable situations. You find yourself in situations that put your safety in danger because you have gone out and kicking it, or you're hanging out with a dude and his expectations surface, but you had no plans on bowing to said expectations. Now you got a conflict. There's a conflict of interest here. Now you gotta play dumb like you didn't know what he was gonna expect. Did you not? Did you? That's what we're talking about though. It's the Lab Love Morning Show, Post 101.3.